All right, so we need to make a base for your fish to rest on. You're gonna get a little piece of Model Magic to make the rock for your fish to be on, and then a few little extra pieces for details to go around, like seaweed or a starfish, or maybe even another little fish, anything that you could think of that you would see at the bottom of a fish tank or the ocean. Okay, so make a little sphere. We need to kind of pat it flat. It could be really textural like a rock would be, so I'm not too worried about those little fingerprints that I'm leaving. If I want to make something like seaweed, I'm going to roll out some little coils. Now when I think of seaweed, it's moving in the ocean from the current. So when I think about things that are moving, they might be like more of a wavy line, something soft. If I just put it in like this, it's going to look more like grass, okay, something stagnant or stationary. Okay, so you need to kind of think about how can I make it look like it's moving. I also noticed that seaweed is maybe thicker at the bottom and thinner at the top. So think about that thickness as well. All right, so once you have a piece of seaweed that you're going to want to use on your rock, you're going to need to attach it, and I'm going to attach it to the bottom here. Now, working with Model Magic is not like working with clay. A lot of the times when it attaches, it sticks really good, so I need to be confident about how I am, or what I am attaching, okay? Don't just put things on willy-nilly. You need to really be in love with what you're putting on there, because it might not come off very well. So kind of take a moment to look at it, think about it, and then attach it. A lot of times when it sticks on there, it doesn't want to come off, or it leaves big pieces of that color on there, and we're working with multiple colors here. Unlike working with clay, that's all one color. Okay, so there's some seaweed. I could think about maybe a starfish. Now if I was going to make a starfish with clay, I might roll out these coils, but because I'm working with Model Magic, I can just kind of shape it with my fingers. Okay, if you think about a starfish, it's got 5 different points. Okay, so I'm just using my fingers to pinch out a point. I could add a starfish texture by using my skewer. I could use a Sharpie to add some pattern, okay? Making sure that as I use Sharpie, I'm being gentle with that felt tip in the Model Magic. I don't want to scrape or stab, okay? And then that can get attached as well. Now the last thing to think about is there needs to be a hole for my fish to be on, so I need to use my wooden skewer and stick it through the bottom and kind of roll that around, okay, so it's going to be big enough, and my name on the bottom, okay. Notice I'm using a black marker, Miss G, so that I can see it really well, okay. My base is also done. Any extra Model Magic goes up to the front.